suggest things. So hopefully the levels are okay. We're doing good. So hello. Hope everyone has recovered from their Thanksgiving comas, I guess. I fared very well. We did not have a traditional Thanksgiving. I haven't celebrated traditional Thanksgiving in probably almost a decade. And thankfully, just there was no turkey involved. I'm mostly vegetarian anyway, so I didn't eat any of that. But yes, I've got a cup of tea with this cute mug that my fiance made me. Like, his artistry is just stupidly good. So I have some tea, but it's cold unsweet tea because my mom's from the north, so I don't drink sweet tea usually. And hot tea, I just wait till it cools down. So that's the point. So yeah, I hope everyone that is in the States has had a nice break, whether or not you spent it with family or not. And those who live outside the States, I hope you have had a nice, like, ushering into the weekend with no concerns, so to speak. And I'm trying to get a tarot deck out because, good Lord, you think I've not been prepared for this. But so far, I'm just very thankful that as we're entering into this, like, Christmas season and the busy season, for me personally, because things are not going to slow down until probably February, that I'm feeling good and supported, which feels good. So I hope that you're feeling the same from those around you, getting a good support system in place, and if not, being able to find those who support you and love you no matter what you're going through, that give you encouragement and not discouragement through all the things. But today started out with my sister making cinnamon rolls for breakfast, which has been delightful. Cinnamon rolls are probably the only dessert that I will intentionally go after. And yeah, cinnamon rolls are breakfast, but they're also more desserty in my opinion. So I had cinnamon rolls this morning to start out the day, and to end the day, I'm thankfully with you all. We're going to continue the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. I feel like I need to expect it to become more unhinged every week, because I feel like we're there with all of this. Cannibalism the week before, last week, a parental, like a grandparent telling children how someone passed, and not necessarily encouraging it, but just being inappropriate about it. So I just feel like every single week, I don't know what to prepare for, because all of it has just been interesting. But per usual, I'll go over the disclaimer that is at the beginning when we get that started. I did have a lovely, lovely interview with my favorite drag queen, Stella Boheme, who reads tarot in the mid-South Florida area, and we talked about her recent publishing of a book that is out of reach, but it's I believe it's How to Read Like a Queen is the official title. And so we had a good sit-down chat this past week, which was a delight. I know, I'm glad we're doing this together as well, Kristen. I don't know if, it's not that this game is unfinishable and that I'm not interested. It's just every week I'm kind of so shocked that if I was not doing this with someone else, that I would be like, okay, I need to walk away from this for a little bit. So yes, I'm very glad we're doing this together. Because it has its good points and has it's strange, and we're just gonna keep following through with it. I was able to get some more games that to potentially use with tarot in the near future whenever we finish this particular game from the Steam sale, thankfully. That's been stuff that's been on my wish list for a while, and so that's that's interesting. You're going to have a bit of fun when it comes to choosing that game. Like I mentioned, I believe this one is 10 chapters, and we've gotten through 5, I want to say. I think we've gotten through 5. Or we just started, maybe we just started 7. I don't remember. They all blend together, honestly. So, so we'll see how that goes. The Fortuna is the protagonist, I guess, and we are following her storyline. And last week, I mean, I feel like we ultimately knew that she was going to end up being a, like, running mate for the Coven, like, what is it? The Coven Master, the Coven Head of the Coven, or whatever. I'm curious whether the cards will have us go down the cannibalism path. I think we decided last week that she wasn't. That it was going to be, like, for the good of the people to have, like, the cosmic magic spread across everybody. But also that would be just hysterical if we went the cannibalism route. So, because that was very out of left field and didn't happen until, like, 2 games ago that became a thing. So yeah. Let's see. We're going to draw a couple of cards. I'm using the Forest NB Tarot once more, because I feel like little fey creatures as we go into fall. Just little guys going around. And I haven't really picked up any decks recently. I was looking at some yesterday to give for the patron box in December as a deck itself, and so that decision has to be made pretty soon. But I was looking at some yesterday and just trying to make sure that it's a decision that supports individuals and people that are good people. And so that I always try to do my research just to make sure that where, the intention flows, so does the money and the support. And as we know, there are just people out there who, oh, thank you so much. Hi, Katie. I so enjoyed your stream today. It was playing in the background. I was doing D&D, and that was very fun for me to watch. I love the autumnal look that your Stardew Valley has. And I wasn't sure if that was just the season that you're in, or in the game, or if it's a mod, because I remember there being a mod that made all the colors really pretty and not, like, horribly bright, because to me the Stardew regular colors are horribly bright. So, but it was fun watching you do all the little mining things and gardening things in the background, because per everything, like, as games are being played, it's just fun to watch and to keep up with things. So, but yeah, so I'm just at an interesting point in my tarot journey where I'm being more thoughtful with decks, and I think I've mentioned that before. So, but we're gonna do something with Forest NB Tarot today. I also am going to be teaching classes again in the wintertime locally. So if you're close to my local area, I'll probably be advertising tarot classes for beginners that I'm doing. I think I'm going to be doing a full series as well as, like, a crash course. And then I'm going to be opening again for an improv night, which is I did a small, like, one a couple months ago, and they enjoyed my mentalism so much that they wanted me to come back and give prompts for all the improv people. And so that was really kind and sweet for them to intentionally, like, ask me to do this. And so I've got to practice all that again. Because just like with anything, like, it's, it's not necessarily, like, intuition based. It's definitely, like, I would say more card trick based, I guess. But I still think it's something, like, impactful, and it gets people into tarot and learning about tarot and stuff. So yeah, that's at the end of January, though, is this little improv night thing. So I'm doing that coming up. So that'll be like interesting, fun, and it's something that I enjoy as a human in connecting with other people and sharing tarot with them. So, and now I just get to do it for like a whole hour and a half. Thankfully, I'm not being called upon to improv because that's not my forte. Let's see, what's a good card for the night? Ooh, it's the Three of Pentacles, the teamwork that comes to pulling this off. Look at this. It's like three little owls that are just holding up these three pentacles here. And how also for me, the owl is really meaningful in like a healing way for me. Well, for a couple, wait, was yesterday morning? Yesterday morning, an owl was like hooted me awake. And the dog's awake. The dogs did not appreciate the hoot owl. So heard him a couple of times. And then just like spiritually and intentionally there, for me, when I did Reiki for the first time and received Reiki, which is sort of like an energy healing sort of thing. It's something that definitely is more woo-woo on the scale, but interestingly enough, there have been scientific studies done on Reiki and patients in the hospital and how they improve like much faster if they have this sort of like emotional energetic support, if that makes any sense. It's really interesting. And so when I first had Reiki done on me, the woman who I adore, who is like literally like the only person that I trust, she like had a visualization of an owl and like a giant white owl, and that was like, so that's always kind of been meaningful for me as like a little like symbol of connecting spiritually. And so even though the Three of Pentacles is a card about connecting with other people like in a physical sort of way, and the Three of Pentacles means like a lot of times it's just about teamwork and having something done tangibly together. I also think that it involves like a sense of spiritual community, that in meeting each other's needs physically and tangibly, that you therefore meet like spiritual needs of people and seeing them where they are and loving them where they are. I was having this discussion the other day with my brother, specifically about like Christian stuff, because I'm not one. I haven't been one for probably almost a decade now, and an ex-evangelical, and it's very, very apparent that there are differences in the States, at least, between Christianity as a like religious thing and Christianity as it should be. So, oh hi Kamja, you want to come say hi hello to everyone? Come here, Kamja. Oh, what do you think is up here? Hi. I'm sorry I don't have tweets. I know, I just got paid. Well, your tweets aren't here yet. Oh, sorry, Dooney. I will not ignore you either. So, good. Okay. Can you say hi to people? Oh, Dooney's like, please say hi to me too. I know, I see you. My little hippo boy. There's Dooney and Kamja. So yes, as we are all here together on this day of teamwork and spiritually coming together to emotionally support each other through this game, I just love that as a card. It's because also like the support of community and the support of like Twitch and other things like that has always been helpful. So yes, just very, very grateful and appreciative of the community that is around me and supportive specifically. And I guess that's what I'm mostly grateful for on this weekend. But yeah, so hopefully, I hope all of your days off have been restful, even if you don't celebrate traditionally Thanksgiving. Gosh, that was very Southern of me to say. Thanksgiving as it's traditionally celebrated. I do appreciate, in Korea they had their family holiday, was like their Thanksgiving is called Chuseok, and that was basically like a very family oriented holiday, and that's how this Thanksgiving has kind of become to me, as like a family event. And yeah, so I don't like it, but this is what we got, and at least the side dishes are pretty good. So okay, so we got the three of Pentacles for the day. That's a nice vibe as we start to get into all of this. Let me see if I'm gonna, I did, very, very excitingly, I did get Power Wash Simulator because it was on sale, and I got all the DLCs, and I have been blessedly power washing all the things, and it has been so exciting and so soothing to the soul as I listen to murder podcasts about people, you know, being horrendously violenced against and washing away dirt and grime on stuff. And I also started Skyrim again. that's the other thing. I started Skyrim again on my computer. I feel like that meme, like where you start a new computer game and oops, it's Skyrim. It goes on my Skyrim. I feel like that was also me. But this time I've started like as a femme presenting person, which hasn't happened in years at this point. So it'll be interesting. I'll probably end up being. Hi Oz. Yes, you heard Power Wash Simulator. I love it so much. I also, Oz, I heard that you also have a naked shirt. So we need to have like a naked shirt stream together. And yes, so Skyrim, I will say like the beginning does get repetitive, but I accidentally this time sided with the bad guys when I was like leaving the dragon area. And I was like, oops, I didn't mean to go with like the military faction Roman soldier guys. I thought I was choosing somebody else, but okay, I'll go with them. Exactly. So now I'm like creating in my head this version of myself that I'm like, okay, maybe my family and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So we'll see. Yeah, now the rebellion. Who's like, what is the faction? It's okay. So there's the guys that are in blue and the gray who like we start off with, and then there's the guys in the red. I accidentally sided with the guys in the red. I usually choose the Stormcloaks as well, but I accidentally killed a Stormcloak, and it was by accident. So okay, I can't. Oh yeah, and I knew I could switch sides. When I played before, I did choose spoiler alert. Well, can you really spoiler Skyrim because it's been out for decades? Like I did go vampire, and didn't really like that. And then I did go werewolf, and that was kind of cool. But I have never finished the entire game because my Switch keeps glitching out on certain like quests and stuff. So I'll only usually get like so far, and then we'll have to stop. So yes. But yes, we'll need to figure out a game that we could play together, Oz, and we could do a naked shirt stream. Because it's not intentional. I wore the shirt last week and didn't realize until after I started the stream that it was basically the same color of pink as my complexion. So that was an oops, all naked shirt stream. So I couldn't change by that point. So now I'm wearing this dark purple shirt to redeem myself. But yes, I really did enjoy starting Skyrim all over again, and I'll just kind of be my shooty arrow person like I usually am. So, but today we do have this delightful game, and I have already brought the content warning up because I'm gonna I just need to have this copied and pasted at some point. Okay, so this, let's see, content warning, self-harm, suicide, discrimination, gender, dysphoria, depression, anxiety, nudity, sexual themes, use of legal drugs, and a surprising amount of cannibalism. I know. Well, see, the thing is, I love like a mauve, pinky shirt because to me, it's just like it's a beautiful color. Like this Forest NB Tarot deck that I was using earlier today, it has that kind of colored back. Like it's like nudie and it's kind of pink, and I just love that kind of color. I just did not remember that that I was like on camera and lights and stuff make colors go weird. So, but yes, the things we realize when we start streaming. Let's see. Okay, let me pin my thing here. There we go. And thankfully it hasn't, like, the mention of stuff has been sort of veiled. But as always, if you begin to realize that this is not the game for you, if me playing this game is not for you, feel free to, you know, there are lots of other streamers here that are streaming at the same time, that are streaming later, tomorrow, things like that. Everyone here, like Kristen and Oz and Katie, are all amazing streamers themselves, so go follow them. Katie was playing, what's it called? Stardew Valley earlier today, which is a super cozy game that has none of these issues. So absolutely finding a streamer and finding a game that brings you joy and brings you comfort. Thankfully, like I mentioned, the themes themselves haven't been terribly intense. But yeah, just take care of yourself and I'll still be here later. So, okay, we're going to continue. We are on chapter 5. Okay, good. I was wondering. So yeah, last time we did meet the trans witch. What was she called? She was called, was it the Chili Mancer? Was that what she was called? Like her job was a Chili Mancer or something? Spice Mancer? Anyway, that was a interesting, like, storyline in of itself. I believe we ended up having her. We ended up helping her choose a name, and then we've just been meeting other witches and trying to figure out politically, like, who's going to ascend to the witch throne. This is very much like American Horror Story, like Witch Edition, but the horror is kind of a little bit more horrifying than was anticipated. So. Okay, so here we go. Fortuna, everything is set to go. Get your shit in order because it's about to get real. Let me know when you're ready and we'll review the program and campaign plan. Patrice. So Patrice is Fortuna's sister, who's kind of like pushed her into kind of beginning this campaign to be the head witch. And we did tell her about Abram, our behemoth. So Patrice says, how are you? Fine, relaxed, ready, focused, excited, eager to start, awful, anxious, terrified. Those are a lot of options. Okay, well, we're going to let the tarot help us. It's our first pull of the day. Let's see where we're going to, what direction are we going to go? Let's see. Fine, relaxed, ready, focused, excited, eager to start, awful, anxious, terrified. Well, it'd be interesting to see how tarot differentiates all this stuff. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. We have the 7 of Cups. So I would say with the 7 of Cups, it would be like awful, kind of anxious, because there's so many choices to make. There's so many decisions that are in front of you. You're not quite sure where to start in this process because there's just too much to, like, look at. There's too much to choose from. Hi, Kamja. You're ready to be back again? What's going on, babe? I promise I don't have any food up here. I just have unsweet tea, which is very boring. But okay, if you want to stay here, you can stay here. So we're going to do awful, anxious, because to me, the 7 of Cups comes with a type of anxiety because there's just so many choices you can't pick one. So awful, anxious. Good. Hold on to that fuel. Did you meet with Dahlia and Jasmine? No. How come? I wanted to catch them off balance. Whoa, I didn't think you had it in you. But that's good news for the race, I guess. Okay, allow me to give you a rundown of what's ahead. We have to define a program and a plan. I thought Patrice already knew that we weren't going to tell them until the very end. I feel like Patrice, I think in your elder witch age, you're losing it a little bit. First, we'll analyze our opponents, and I'll interview you to see where we stand on the main issues. Then we'll sketch and review a program. Once we get to something solid, we'll form a team and schedule some campaign actions to get the ball rolling. The date for the election Congress hasn't been set yet, but we're against the clock as of now. All clear? Yes. Good. First of all, did someone tell you about the 5 pillars of the coven? Oh God. You know, judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know either. I didn't know that there were like 5 tenets of a coven that extended towards that, but okay, sure. Really? Yes, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. There are 5 key directives that keep our coven's cogs churning. As I said, judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Okay. Are these going to become symbols that we build into our cards, maybe? We'll see. Make good note of them. Judgment is about how we deal with conflicts within the coven, how we determine who's at fault and such. It's also the executive branch, where the coven is going and how we deal with major events. Runic judgment, okay. Until now we've had runic judgment, which basically consisted of Aidna consulting with the gods and us blindly swallowing whatever she fed us. Then we have law enforcement. That's how the coven punishes anyone who did something wrong or forbidden as determined by judgment. Exile. Right now, as you're well aware, we send infractors into exile for a variable amount of time depending on the severity of their actions. Can our slogan be, fuck you, exile? Very punk it may work, haha. Next is forbidden arts. That's how we deal with perilous magic and knowledge such as summoning behemoths, necromancy, etc. Banning, okay. The current directive is that when the coven determines that something could put our community at risk, we ban it. Then there's mortal affairs. That's how we deal with humans and, as traditionally put, other lesser beings. Lesser beings as in animals or any life form that doesn't have access to magic, actually. Fuck that term, by the way. Aina determined that mortals should be exploited and manipulative at witches' convenience. See, she was just such a dick. Beyond just, like, banning people in general and then, like, being super manipulative even after death. Like, okay. Maybe she deserves to be eaten, honestly. Okay. Did you know that Aidna wanted us to cause World War III on Earth? What? Why? To harvest energy from mortals. Fucking bastard. We still have a celebration pending to send her off to hell. Haha, you bet. Last but not least, there are the witch duties. That defines what obligation members have to the coven. Right now, we have those obnoxious quarterly controls Aidna imposed on us to check on our progress. You skipped them thanks to exile, but damn if they hadn't been a pain in the ass. Also, should a witch fail to deliver, they'll eventually lose their membership. Imagine the strain that's putting on many of our sisters. I would have gladly done my homework in exchange for freedom, though. I know, but still. Luckily, the controls are suspended until after the elections, and most of us are hoping they will be canceled forever. Nice. That's all 5 of them, right? Yes. But for these elections, there is an additional critical point to the race. What to do with Aidna's corpse? Oh, okay. Kamja, what do you think we should do with Aidna's corpse? What do you think we should do? She's like, can I have a Cheez-It for Aidna's corpse? I will trade for all the Cheez-Its, huh? Okay. Oh, right. The coven is divided between devouring her, making the 100 members that we are right now more Oh, okay. I was like, I'm very confused. The coven is divided between devouring her, making the 100 members that we are right now more powerful. So everyone keeping it inside the coven. Or scattering her remains throughout the cosmos so more witches can ascend, making the coven more diverse. Would you like to get down, Kamja? She's like, no, I would rather see what you have as a snack. What's your stance on that? I don't have a strong opinion on it. I'm fine with either becoming more powerful or welcoming more witches. But make no mistake, it's one of the hottest topics in these elections, so whatever you choose, be ready for a storm. Understood. Internalize these issues. Take your time. Let me know when you're ready to continue. Done? Done. Good. Let's start dissecting our rivals then. Who do you want to start with? Okay. Let's see. I'm interested to see what the cards choose. Yes, go follow Oz. Their streams are delightful. They also have a beautiful dog that they actually give treats to and don't abuse with tempting them like I do my dogs. Okay, kamja, neroga, neroga. You're actually refusing to get down. That's unlike you. She's usually ready to go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So who are we starting with? We have the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands usually, first of all, in the tarot, the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, I always think of the 5 of Wands as a bunch of bumbling idiots trying to build a tent. And because it's just like stupid conflict. It's not even anything that makes any sense. It's just people like not even intentionally being harmful, but just being dumb about it. So we're gonna go with Jasmine. Jasmine's a beautiful idiot. Oops, Kamja, you took my little ring light with you. Your tail took my ring light, baby. There we go. Thank you. Okay, there we go. We'll see if that's better. Okay, so I'm going to say Jasmine because Jasmine is a beautiful, lovely person, but she's also a bit of an idiot because she's so easily manipulated by other people. So we're going to go with Jasmine. That's definitely not Dahlia. So let's see Jasmine. Understood. Jasmine was born in a small English town during the Industrial Revolution circa 1800. Oh, we're getting little dossiers on these little witches. That's so cute. Okay. That's put her in a cultural sweet spot for amassing the sympathies of the coven. She's a young witch in the eyes of the eldest, medieval and ancient witches, but not so alien as us contemporanean witches with our world wars, TV, internet, and other global lunacies. Jasmine gets along with us, but is also part of the last decent generation, according to most conservative witches. Her politics are a liberal revision of Aidna's, removing the most tyrannical mechanisms by reducing punishment and responsibilities. Good Lord, there are so many words. Big words. So many words to just say that she's in the middle. She's in the middle, right? She's a centralist, essentially. Or a American liberal. That's actually more of a centrist. Okay. That will maintain the status quo, but given more room for individualism and personal enterprise, free from so many duties and the fear of failure. Whoa, how did you manage to get all that info in so little time? I'm an archivist, and all of this is public domain. No sweat. Well, I'm glad that you're supporting the public domain. Now, focus. Her program to achieve this is... Judgment will be performed by a quorum of the 4 eldest witches in agreement with the leader. Oh, gross. That is the sweetest candy of her program for the old lot. That sounds to me like a Supreme Court. Honestly, it's like a Supreme Court. Enforcement will work with a system of strikes. She hasn't specified how many yet, but should a witch accumulate enough warnings, she will be expelled from the coven. Way less radical than exile, and the worst case scenario is freedom to start anew elsewhere. Okay. Regarding forbidden arts, she won't change a thing. Anything deemed dangerous by the eldest witches will be banned. Then for mortal affairs, Jasmine proposes a model of protection and guidance. So she's not like Aidna that wants to use and abuse mortals and like lesser beings, so to speak. She's a model of protection and guidance. Okay, interesting. And what is good for humanity? What should we protect them from? I guess that'll be determined by the quorum of the eldest. Lastly, as for witch duties, she proposes a policy of no vigilance. Jasmine argues that we should trust every sister will have the coven's interest in mind, and that there is no need to evaluate or impose any duties on any member. And of course, regarding the trending topic, Jasmine wants the coven to devour Aidna's corpse so we all become more powerful. Look at that. They have Aidna's fucking face down here with no eyeballs. And technically, she did give me one of her eyeballs, so I do have one of her eyes. This is such a weird thing. This is so weird. This is like it's like a cozy game, but with like the most unhinged stuff. And I love witch stuff, but it's just even for me, this is just out of left field. Okay, so disagree with the quorum of the five wisest witches. I think that you just get a sounding room of people who agree with you. And the 5 eldest witches are going to be like the most conservative anyway, as she just said, because they're like the eldest and they are from very conservative times. Law enforcement expulsion after many warnings. I mean, I don't know what their expulsions would be around necessarily. I guess summoning behemoths would be like, hey, you summon a behemoth, that's one warning against you, strike one. Maybe? Or is there like a multiple strike system based on how bad you are? Anyway, of course, banning, mortal affairs, guide and protect. I'm just interested to see what the guide and protect means, because of course it's determined by other people. And then the witch duties is freedom and trust. We'll see it, of course. Devouring Aidna. Okay. Take a minute to interiorize? That is interior eyes. Interiorize Jasmine's program. I had no idea that was a word. Sure. Done? Done. Perfect. So tell me now, what do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? I don't want to undermine it. It's pretty cool. These lax policies will incentivize foul play. These plans benefit the powerful and forsake novices. Individualism will fracture the community, and tradition and culture will vanish in this setup. Oh, okay. And coven culture will vanish in this setup. Oh, God. Okay, first of all, how many conservative opinions are there in this list? Okay. I don't want to undermine. It's pretty cool. Conservative. These lax policies will incentivize foul play. Super conservative. These plans benefit the powerful and forsake novices. That's, of course, like individualism will fracture community. That's conservative. And tradition and coven culture will vanish in this setup. Like, what the heck? What the heck? Okay, we're going to pull a couple of cards for this question because these are pretty nuanced little answers here. So we're going to pull a few cards. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's see. We have the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. Okay. So the 9 of Cups, I'll show you. This is a cute little mouse that's just hovering in this cup here. It is a card about creating something that you've been proud of, like building something, and there's so much joy and pride in your accomplishment here. The 10 of Swords is a card that signifies like a lot of pain, and kind of like I also say like started from the bottom. And, you know, started from the bottom, now you're here. Like, as in there's no way to go but up from here. You've already kind of, like, hit the base that you can hit. And now everything, you'll go up from there. And then 7 of Swords is a card, I always say it's, like, one of my cards. Where it's not necessarily about thieving and lying and being sneaky, but it's also about thinking outside the box, bringing something like a new perspective, a breath of fresh air, a new thought into the mix. So to me, this is almost like in the past we have been like self-egotistical about something. And at this point with Aidna's death, we're kind of at the lowest where we're going to go. But now we have to, as a coven, think outside the box from the structure that we've had to accomplish something better. So to me, it's more of like these plans will benefit the powerful and forsake the novices. Because everything else has to do with like traditionalism, and for the most part. And this is like the only one that's kind of like thinking outside of the status quo that has been normalized by Aidna and all of the other people. So we're gonna go with this. These plans benefit the powerful and forsake novices. Interesting. If we adopt this strategy, we may polarize the coven's opinion, but in the long run, we could gather the support of the young and weak, plus support of the most compassionate elders. It may do the trick. Good, good. Now assess the candidate herself. Let's use your privileged info on Jasmine. What would you say is Jasmine's strongest point? Okay. Oh, God. She's extremely intelligent and manipulative. She's the pillar of the community. Her apparent innocence and fragility. Her resourcefulness and her charming mother-like aura. Okay, so we're going to pull a couple of cards about Jasmine. Strongest point. So what is Jasmine's strongest point? Let's see. We have the Page of Swords. So curious, thoughtful, She is always wanting to go towards the next thing. And then the seer, which is the high priestess. So I guess I should show you these cards. So this page is like a cute bat, like a little fruit bat here that is exploring and has like a little sword in their hand ready to take on their curious nature. And then the seer is the high priestess. And for me, the high priestess is a card that's like a lot of internalized wisdom that she doesn't doubt that Jasmine doesn't doubt herself whenever she follows that voice within and trusts that. And to me, I would see this as her resourcefulness, because the mother-like aura is not the high priestess. The high priestess isn't mother-like, in my opinion. Her apparent innocence and fragility, neither of these cards kind of signify she's a pillar of the community. No. Extremely intelligent, manipulative. Like, the Page of Swords isn't, I mean, they're on that brink of getting curious and finding that intelligence, but to me it's more resourceful, where both the page and the seer or the high priestess working together to me is more like of a resourcefulness of trusting that intuition, of following that, and also like thinking on your feet, and sort of like exploring options and not being closed-minded. So we're gonna say her resourcefulness. She always manages to find a way out of any problem. Plus, her garden provides her with great variety of tools to deal with just about any situation. She has many contacts and smart ideas. She's going to be hard to corner, I see. But when it comes to resourcefulness, I believe you have the upper hand. I mean, you got yourself a new deck while exiled, and what a deck. Yeah, maybe. Took me a couple of centuries, though. Whatever. Let's focus on the present. Now, to her flaws, what would you say is Jasmine's weakest point? Okay, here we go. The past 2 games, we've been pulling lots of cards. Because we started out and there weren't many opportunities to pull cards, but now we've got... The last game was pulling so many cards, and now we're at it again. So her anxiety, she gets stressed easily. Envy. Her compassion, she's easy to intimidate. Vanity, she worries too much about appearances. So let's see. What is her weakest point? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have the Ace of Cups and the Four of Cups. Okay, so Ace of Cups is where she gives a lot of herself emotionally to other people, maybe as a negative card to her detriment. Like, she's giving so much that she's her own cup is empty, that she thinks of others to the point where she's so self-sacrificing, and maybe that self-sacrificing has like a twinge of victimization to it. It kind of reminds me of, like, that stereotype of like a mother-in-law that's like, oh, I'm just suffering because of my kids, like that sort of like giving of yourself. It's more for how you are perceived by others, more than you actually being like emotionally competent and full of joy and overflowing like peace and overflowing love for others. And then the Four of Cups is very apathetic. Like, they're staring at a cup, they're like, I don't know if I want any of these cups. They all suck. So we're going to say, let's see, her anxiety, she gets stressed easily. I don't see that with the Ace of Cups and the Four of Cups. Envy, not really. Her compassion, the Ace of Cups, I can see that maybe where if her compassion was so, I guess, to the point where she just gave too much. She's easy to intimidate. Nah, I don't see that with either of them. And Vanity, she's too much about appearances. I don't really see that either. So I'm going to go with her compassion, because the Ace of Cups is a card where you can give so much of yourself that that you're just not filling yourself, like that you're just empty all the time and giving from that emptiness. So her compassion. That sounds more like a virtue, but you're right. Compassion is something exploitable in its own way. Taking pity on your rivals can be the ruin of a leader. We should also point out how some of her policies will cause suffering for some other people. We can throw her off her game by toying with her pity. Oh, I feel so bad doing this. Toughen up, Fortuna. Her advisors will be doing the same about you, no doubt. Plus, these are emergency resources. If we play our cards right, we can hope for a clean victory. Focus on bringing your best game, and I won't have to push any ugly buttons. Talk about pressure. Shall we go over Dahlia now? Yeah, sure. Okay, so I'm going to put all these cards back into the deck. I literally have like 10 cards here. And so I'm going to shuffle them all back in the deck again. And we'll see if any of them come back up. Because this is the fun part for me, is seeing what cards repeat during streams, if there are similar themes that come out about certain individuals and certain people. So, absolutely. This is going to be so much fun. Okay. So let's talk about Dahlia. And we love Dahlia. Dahlia is not from Earth. On our home planet, politics have evolved and twisted more than anywhere else in the explored universe. She comes from the demonic desert lands, where matriarchy-based warlordism and chieftainship are the primary form of organization even nowadays. I'm not saying to underestimate her, but we can expect her to not be well prepared to navigate the intricacies of a political campaign. On the other hand, Dahlia's politics seem to be very different from her homeworld's. From what I've gathered, her focus seems to be on the collectivizing of the Coven's duties and responsibilities, distributing the Coven's power horizontally. Level the playing field is practically her slogan. Her program to achieve this is judgment by referendum. Dahlia argues that in a community this compact, we should have to account for every member's input regardless of their background or preparation. Enforcement, none whatsoever. She believes in amicable resolution. And should dialogue fail, she wants to leave the matter in the hands of the arbitrage office. Her point being that we don't need to police ourselves when we already have the magical pact. Forbidden arts, allow free access to any kind of magic and control them through education, not banning. Mortal affairs, cut all ties with the mortals. Dahlia believes we're too privileged to be messing with people's lives. She thinks we should leave them and focus on the cosmic and the magical. Witch duties, magical tax. Have every member of the coven share a percentage of their magic output to pool resources for the benefit of the clan. And finally, she believes we should scatter Aedena's remains so more witches can ascend and our coven become more diverse. I mean, I'm ready to vote for Dahlia right now, honestly. As you can see, Dahlia is betting on a kindred community that requires goodwill to work, almost utopic? I must say. What do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? I don't want to undermine, it's pretty cool. Expose her naivete, faith in good intentions is ridiculous. Horizontalism will make us slow and clumsy. Point out the failure of communism on Earth. God. Spotlight the primitive societies of her homeworld. Oh, goodness gracious. Ugh. The bottom one seems very passive-aggressive, like, racist, in my opinion. Like, primitive societies? Primitive is a word choice there, in my opinion. I don't like that. I think that's horrible. Point out the failure of communism on Earth. We will not talk about that right today. Horizontalism will make us slow and clumsy. I don't know what that means. Expose naivete, faith in good intentions is ridiculous. Sure, whatever. I don't want to undermine it. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to see what the cards say. So, what's the best strategy to undermine Dahlia? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. We have the Fool. The 9 of Cups comes up again. This time in a different structure. And the 5 of Cups. Okay, this is interesting. So, the Fool, I think this is honestly talk about expose her naivete. The faith in good intentions is ridiculous. So, again, we have the Fool here. I think that's kind of like very cheeky, like Fool. It's like, calling her kind of like an idiot sort of type of Fool. But also with the 9 of Cups, we're talking again about being proud and kind of like egotistical about our accomplishments. And the 5 of Cups goes to like utter disappointment in the result. So I think this hinges on the expectation is like building something to be proud of, but the reality is the 5 of Cups, something that will just like pour out and be knocked over. So we're going to go expose her naivete, faith in good intentions is ridiculous. Good one. The ideal community she wants to paint a picture of isn't a reality. We'll focus on conveying that to the rest of the coven. Okay, now let's capitalize on your intimate knowledge about your rival. What would you say is Dahlia's strongest point? Her overwhelming charisma and the confidence she projects. She embodies the wind of change. Dahlia is pretty popular among young witches. Her determination, she's battle ready, and she's the most virtuous, the most incorruptible of us all. Okay. So let's see. We have about 5 minutes before the ad starts. We're going to see how far we can get in this little tarot pool thing. I'll try to speed up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. Dahlia's strongest point is the 2 of Wands. She embodies that wind of change, I think, is where this goes. Because 2 is like setting in motion, like setting down plans that to kind of like manifest things. It's that sort of planning like stage of writing things down. It's that brainstorming stage. And I think that's like, it's not overwhelming charisma. We didn't pull like a super big charisma card or the most virtuous. Determination. There's nothing like the Chariot here, or popularity. I think she just embodies that wind of change because she's that first breath of fresh air that anyone's been feeling in this coven for a long time. Anyone fed up with Aidna's abuse is likely to support Dahlia. Good point. And I don't think it'll pay to be even more radical than her. Maybe our best bet will be to offer change but with less risk. Something middle ground between Jasmine and Dahlia. If we do it well, it'll paint us as the smartest choice. All right, what about her weakness? What is Dahlia's most critical flaw? Okay, let's see. Very impulsive, impatient, and gets angry easily. Very green when it comes to debating politics or philosophy. She's very radical, lacks diplomacy. She's the least astute of the lot. Easy to trick. Making daggers is the least valuable asset offered by a candidate. What the heck? That's just rude. I think some of these are just microaggressions, honestly. Macroaggressions. But if Fortuna wants to be a racist piece of shit and we draw those cards, then absolutely. Okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we have some big cards for her flaws. So, her flaw, first of all, is death. And death means that change that can't stop, that you see coming down the pathway, and that future is set out for you in stone, and you can't diverge off that path. The 4 in this deck is called the Protector. It's also known as the Emperor. That the weakness is to, like, I would say weakness with the Emperor is to be rule too much with an iron thumb or like pitch a fit if stuff doesn't go your way, like some people tend to do. And then we have the Sage of Pentacles, which is Sage of Pentacles is the Queen of Pentacles. And I like the word sage here because it's just there's just a sense of wisdom here with the Sage of Pentacles about like home, like feeling into your body and things like that. And I think that for all of these, sort of like in that negative weakness area, the Sage of Pentacles, or the Queen of Pentacles, is an individual who focuses too much on the materialistic side of things. So let's see. We're gonna go with Dahlia's very green when it comes to debating politics or philosophy. Because it's not really, she's not very impatient, you know, that sort of thing. Lacks diplomacy. I don't see that here necessarily with least astute, making easy to trick. I'm going to go with very green when it comes to debating politics or philosophy. Or also. No. It's nothing. There were no swords that came up. No. Very radical. Well, death again is that change. Maybe we could say it is this one. She's very radical, lacks diplomacy, because in their more toxic states, the Protector or the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles or the Sage of Pentacles are individuals that would lack that type of diplomacy and want their way more than like trying to collaborate with other people. There we go. That's perfect. That trait can be the ruin of a candidate. We attack her pride, lead her on the appear. Oh my gosh. Lead her on to appear even more radical than she is in front of the eyes of the coven. Scare off her supporters. Is this really necessary? It's your call, but if we don't exploit your opponent's flaws, it'll make less likely for you to become the next leader. Politics are ugly, I know. But also, let me tell you, you should expect the same from your rivals. Friends or not, I'm sure they won't be pulling any punches. Be ready. I'm already regretting this. But sure, whatever, I'll handle it. All right, now for the third candidate. What? There's more? Of course, no one told you? No, who is it? No one truly thinks she possesses any threat to Dolly or Jasmine, but she's a candidate nonetheless. We should study her. I believe this dark horse has a chance of surprising us all. Who is this dark horse? Interesting. Well, we'll leave this dark horse to make themselves known after our little ad break here. We're gonna start. I'm gonna go to like a little screen. Everyone get some tea. Everyone get a nice little like cozy, cuddly. If you're not in your pajamas, go and get those on, as you should. For those that are in Europe, go to bed. It's okay. You don't need to. I will fill you in on stuff tomorrow, I promise. But yes, we're going to start this ad, and we're going to see what happens when we come back from this break. Because there's a dark horse candidate, and rude. Very, very rude. So we'll see you after the ad. Again, go do something for yourself, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes. See you in a second. Okay, we're back. So exciting. Here we go. Okay. So I've also decided what I'm going to try is, because I want to see if let's see if I can do this really quick. Because I would like to add something here. Let's see. There we go. Thank you for the welcome back. I'm trying to add something that I've added here before. Let's see. Nope, that's not it either. Oh well, I'll just do it next time. Because I was thinking, like, the music in here just is very shocking in as far as, like, the volume changes. And I was like, well, what if I just played, like, some nice, like, nondescript background music? Because the music really doesn't, like, matter too much to the game, if that makes any sense. But I thought of that too late for the stream, so it's fine. We'll go back to the game. So Fortuna asks, tell me who it is already. Come on. Okay, let's see. Who is it? Cupress, the historian witch. Who's Cupress? We've not heard of her, right? She looks really cute. I like all these blue flowers. The eldest witch in our coven. She precedes even Aidna. Capressa is originally from Earth, but ascended way before humanity even started writing. Oop, we have a Bork. We got our first Bork of the night. Oh boy, Dooney, what is going on? What you got feelings about, bud? He's like, I don't like people disturbing my slumber. She has an infallible memory. All events get registered inside her tree rings. Oh, that's kind of cute lore. We've worked together many times at the Coven's archives. It's never-ending enterprise to register all of her knowledge on paper. The thing is that she's always played a secondary role in the Coven, just supporting us with her wisdom. But apparently, Capressa isn't a fan of change and isn't happy with the direction Jasmine or Dolly want to take the Coven, so for the first time, she's running for leader. So that means she's like Aidna, is what it sounds like. Her program is easy to sum up. She wants things, yep, exactly as Aidna left them. Moreover, she advocates for preserving Aidna's corpse as some sort of oracle to keep... Oh, God, that's even... Oh, gosh. Ooh. Using her as a channel to consult with the gods and to set the direction for the Coven. Ooh, gross. I didn't want to vomit. Like, I didn't think mummification was an option, but here we are. Wow, fuck Capressa. Fuck her program in any case. I know Capressa personally, she's very kind and helpful, but yes, no one wants the ghost of Aidna to keep ruling over us. She has very few supporters, all among the eldest, but I wouldn't underestimate her. Capressa hates this special mystical, or has this special mystical aura around her. Combined with her vast knowledge, she's sure to impress many voters during the campaign. Depending on how gruesome the race gets, we could scare some of the most conservative witches. Well, depending on how, yeah, we guess conservative witches into switching sides from Jasmine to Capressa. Okay, well, I guess that's where we're at. So, okay, let us see then. I see. As long as we don't underestimate Capressa and keep her in check, all should be fine, though. Understood. All right, are you ready to start defining our program? Do you want to take a break? Okay, let's just get over with already. I want to get over with. Okay, let's get over with already. All right. We'll go over every point, assessing our options, make some choices, and when we have first draft, we can review any aspect to iron out the program. Oh, God. Is it okay? It's okay to borrow ideas from you may fancy from your rivals, but try to make your program a little that's unique enough to be your own. Okay. First point, judgment. Right now, this is where our rivals stand. Jasmine wants to form a quorum of the eldest. Dahlia wants to introduce judgment by referendum. Capressa wants to keep Aidna's runic judgment. What type of judgment do you prefer? Okay. Runic judgment, quorum of the eldest, referendum, new option. Those are our 4 choices for the tarot. So let's see. What are we gonna do? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 6, and a 7. We have the Ace of Swords, which is a new idea. We're going to try to come up with a new option here. Because that is what, this is like a lightning strike of inspiration. We're doing something new, something that has not been done yet. Maybe there's another option to manage the coven. Something fair but effective. What do you have in mind? To have a leadership that decides on everything without the community's input is problematic, but leaving all executive control in the hands of everyone will produce erratic results. I'm thinking of establishing some sort of ministries to compartmentalize power. Appoint experts in every matter to deal with law, exploration, magic development, resource management, culture. Anything really set up as many ministries as necessary. All ministers will work along with the leader, but they will have the last word on their respective competencies, since they would be the ideal person to make informed decisions about each issue. How would these ministers be appointed? Do these positions rotate? What happens if someone more competent shows up? Is the minister replaced? I mean, it's really interesting on paper, and it'll be quite effective to have dedicated witches on every important matter. But this will probably breed many power struggles within the coven, fighting for these positions or trying to earn the favor of certain ministers. I see. Not that the other options don't have downsides. I'm just pointing out what could go wrong with this idea. I think it's still worth giving a shot if you like. If you're still in the helm, I'm sure you run a tight ship and put together an excellent team. I'll help you. Yeah, avoiding corruption in this scenario relies on having a capable leader. You are a capable leader. I think you're ready to deal with any kind of judgment system you decide to go with. So, having said that, what type of judgment do you prefer? I mean, I just said that. Let's go with ministry system. I'm not going to change my mind. I'm sorry. Gotcha. Now, to law enforcement. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine wants to set up a system of warnings leading to expulsion. Dahlia advocates for more amicable agreements supported by the arbitrage's office. Capressa wants to keep exile as punishment. What type of law enforcement do you prefer? Fuck the exile. Ponder warnings leading to expulsion. Ponder amicable resolution. Try to come up with a new option. Okay, let's see. I did put the Ace of Swords back into the deck, so we'll see if it comes back up again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have the Sage of Cups. So we have the Queen of Cups. Something thoughtful. Something that will be emotionally supportive for everybody involved. And that won't... Okay, first of all, let's fuck exile. First of all, ponder warnings leading to expulsion, ponder amicable results to try to come up with a new option. To me, this is more ponder amicable results. This is making sure everyone is emotionally, I don't want to say satisfied, but seen, heard, listened to. Their points are, you're coming more together as that sort of leader with emotional competence. So I'm going to go to ponder amicable resolution. Dahlia's idea about believing in amicable resolution may seem naive, but what is there to police really if we all have the arbitrage office? It's ideal and quite beautiful to trust in our sister's ability to coexist. But the arbitrage office only really covers a magical pact. Shouldn't we have a way to mediate more mundane conflicts within the coven? The arbitrage office won't interfere in issues like who has rights over a newly discovered domain or who should be responsible for a common project gone wrong. What do we do in these cases? I guess that Dahlia would leave that in the hands of a referendum. We could do the same, but with a proper organism, a minister of justice that deals with unresolvable conflicts on case-by-case basis. This is getting closer and closer to mortal society, but sure, that was supposed to work for millennia on Earth. Anyway, what type of law enforcement do you prefer? We're just gonna stick with our guns. I'm not gonna keep going back and exploring other options. The cards have spoken. Let's go with amicable resolution. Oops, let's see. Understood. Next is forbidden arts. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine and Capressa want to continue banning whatever they deem dangerous. Dahlia wants to give free access to any kind of magic, but to enforce education so we all know what we're dealing with. How do you want to go about dealing with forbidden arts? I mean, I have a forbidden art right outside the window, sister. How do you think I want to deal with the forbidden arts? So we're ponder banning, ponder free access and education, come up with a new option. So let's see what the cards say. I feel like ponder banning, I don't know. I feel like that's, I mean, I have a behemoth outside. Why would I continue to ban these sorts of subjects? Like, why is that even an option? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, oh, the Sage of Cups came up again. Like, I think this is not try to come up with something new. I think this is pondering free access and education, giving to others, and again, being supportive emotionally of the other person and coming to an amicable resolution. I mean, I feel like that's what I'm talking about. It's a waste that our coven can't benefit from some of the most powerful arts, even if they are dangerous. Maybe we shouldn't grant access instantly, but we could open them up gradually as we educate our members on the implications and responsibilities of each spell. It's a bit risky, but it'll make us way stronger in the long run. Maybe? I'm not well versed on this topic, so I'll trust your judgment. What the fuck, Patrice? You're literally in the archive section. How are you not in the forbidden arts? Like, what? That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make no sense. How do you want to go about dealing with forbidden arts? We're gonna education. Wonderful. Now, onto mortal affairs. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine says we should guide them, take care of them. Dahlia proposes cutting all ties. She believes that we shouldn't abuse our privilege over them and just let them be. Capressa wants to continue exploiting them for our benefit. What's your stance on mortal affairs? Okay, so pondering guidance, pondering cutting all ties, pondering exploration, try to come up with a new option. So let's see. I mean, I don't actually mind ponder guidance, but I also feel, oops, oh god, a card fell. I also feel like pondering guidance, you would have to kind of know ahead of time like what guidance means, because guidance to me is something that we're tending to and taking care of something, which is very Jasmine because she tends to and takes care of Garden. But guidance can also be like being an authoritative dick and telling people what to do and guiding them that way. So we'll see. What's your stance on mortal affairs? Let's draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. The Magician. We're going to try to come up with a new option, one that's our own and that's independent from others. Manifesting is the way to go. What else could we do about our relationship with mortals? I don't know. If you want to propose an alternative for our program, it should be something drastically different. Just some iteration on our rival's idea would feel uninspired or derivative. What about this? We reveal the existence of witches to mortals. Whoa, coming out strong. What's your angle? Whatever decision we make regarding mortals will be morally gray since they don't know about us. What I propose here is a simple concept. Truth. It'll definitely stir some chaos in the beginning, but in the end, wouldn't it be better if we develop our working relationship and make them aware of our capabilities? Let them ask directly for what they need. That is beautiful, but didn't you pay attention in school? Humanity has troubling relationship with witches. They burned us for sport. They burned poor innocent women. What can they really do about the real deal? It's like revealing the existence of lions to a rabbit. They can hide or reject us, but in no way will they be able to hurt us. Heh, you're underestimating mortals' drive to destroy things, but sure, that can make our program look strong. We can spin a good angle from it. Prepare to be attacked in any debates, though. What's your stance on mortal affairs? We're gonna go with our existing... Revealing our existence to mortals. Roger that. Let's talk about witch duties. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine advocates for freedom and trust, for believing that every witch will always have the coven's best interests in mind. Dahlia wants to institute some sort of magical tax and have every witch share some of their magic output for common projects. Capressa wants to keep Aiden's quarterly controls. What are we going to do about witch duties? I have no idea what any of this one actually specifically means. Like, witch duties to me, it just sounds like chores. I don't know what any of this means in context of a magical tax and freedom and trust and quarterly controls. I have no idea what that means. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. We have the Monarch of Pentacles. Magical tax! I mean, that's the Monarch of Pentacles. Monarch of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, magical tax. I don't know how to go beyond magical tax. You look at your money. You're like, this is what's going in, this is what's going out. Everything's for the common good of everybody else. We're doing that. I don't know how else to explain it. It may be interesting to adopt Dahlia's idea of a magical tax. It doesn't require any specific action to serve the coven, and it's pretty fair since we'll be asking for a percentage of every witch's magical output, whatever form that takes. No one should be worried about failing controls. You can go about your existence however you want, provided you contribute to the coven's magical reserve. It'll also open the door for us to attempt some ambitious projects, since that much energy from so many witches will be a tremendous asset to work with. I don't know what any of this means. Like, I don't know what any of that means. What does it mean? What does it mean? It'll drag down personal development, though. Our sisters are having their full magical reserves are used to having their full magical reserves to invest in their personal enterprises. So in the end, it's a matter of putting collectivism over individualism. Having said that, what are we going to do about witch duties? We're just going to go with magical attacks. Let's go with magical attacks. Understood. And finally, we have the issue of what to do with Aidna's corpse. Oh god, I forgot about this. Oh man. Oh man. I have to choose what to do with her corpse. It is very word salady. Very purple prosy. These are the stands of our competitors. Jasmine wants to eat the coven. The coven devour her corpse. That way we will all absorb her magic and become considerably more powerful. Thalia wants to scatter her remains, give them back to the cosmos. That way more witches will be able to ascend and we'll be able to become more numerous and diverse. And Capressa wants to conserve Aidna's corpse to consult with her and keep using her as a channel to talk with the gods. I feel like that's very cult-like. There are several cults that have kept... What is that one? There was one that Behind the Bastards covered. Tony Alamo, didn't they keep his wife around for a long time after she passed? I want to say. I think it was Tony Alamo. They made like these really sparkly jackets. Anyway. So. Oh god. What do you want to do with Aidna's corpse? God. Dear cards. Dear cards. Dear cards. Dear cards. Dear cards. Please do not make me regret doing this as pulling cards for a game. Please do not make me regret, okay? Please. Like, okay, we have two choices here that are good and two choices here that are bad. If we're going for the bad choices, at least conserving her corpse is a little bit better than eating her, okay? It's not much better, but it's just a little better, okay? So, I mean, that's what I feel. So please don't give me bad cards, thank you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've never been so terrified to draw a card in my entire life. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's death. Well, okay. So this, first of all, I think is funny because Aidna's corpse, she's dead. I just think that's terribly kind of funny, honestly. I think that's funny. I think it's partially a joke. I also, it's like, thanks, she's dead. I appreciate that, Tarot. Okay, we're gonna go with another card. We're gonna go with, okay, yeah, she's dead. What to do with her dead corpse, Tarot? The devil. Okay, the devil is, to me, it's not devouring her because we're not. This devil's not eating nothing. I don't think it's I don't think it's also conserving her remains. I think it's trying to come up with something new. I don't think it's scattering. I think it's coming up with something new because we are like, I think of it, he's kind of like stomping on the grave, her grave, and being like, fuck you, Aidna. We're not gonna do anything to your body. Calm. That's how my brain is what's doing with these visuals. So let's do something. We're gonna go for something new. Just please don't let it be cannibalistic or desecration of a body. We don't need to be arrested. Thank you. What if? Nah, that's too much. Spit it out. We're brainstorming here. A wild idea could lead to something interesting. What if the only leader gets to... Oh, God. I'm gonna... No. 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 Oh, I don't like this. What if the leader gets to eat Aidna all by herself? I don't like this. Why is this the option? Why is this the only option? Why not, I don't know, burn her body and don't use it? I don't know. I feel like that's a pretty revolutionary idea. What is this game, everybody? What is this game? How are 3 of the options? How are 2 of them either? Why? How? I've chosen this path for myself. What if you hoard Aina's power all to yourself, you're saying? Yes, become some sort of super leader. If it becomes a tradition, whoever's in charge will become more and more powerful with each generation. Inheriting all the power of their predecessors, working towards godlike figure who can safeguard the coven from any evil. That is dangerous. Not a lot of people will agree with this plan. But if you manage to pull it off, you'll become extremely fucking powerful. I don't want to imagine what that would imply for your powers. You'll be able to rewrite reality itself if needed. Because, of course, there's not any other brainstorming we could do. Well, I guess this is the path we've chosen, or Tarot's chosen for us. We have to go with it, but I don't like it. I'm going to be going kicking and screaming. I'll support you if that's what you want. What do you want to do with Aina's corpse? Well... here we go. Let's go with super leader option. All right, that's a wrap then. Because goddess forbid there's any other choice but to eat the corpse. Oh gosh. What is this game, y'all? What is this game? What is this game? Let's review the program as a whole now. This program is unique enough. I believe we are offering quite an interesting option over the plans of our rivals. Are you happy with it? Would you like to change anything? Okay, do we give the cards a chance to edit? The one thing that we don't like. Or that we disapprove of. Okay, let's get... Let us ask the tarot. Are we happy, or can we please edit the last point? Okay, let's. Kamja, would you would eat my corpse though? I would let you eat my corpse. She would consume me. Okay, let's see. Kamja, you are and this light are just plotting against me. There we go. Okay, now you may lay down. There you go. She keeps hooking herself around this cord. Okay, let's see. Okay, cards. Are we happy with this cards? Or do we want to change the one thing we all hate? Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, Tarot, are we happy with it? 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords. Move on to something more healing. Also, this is interestingly enough, an internet card as well. I also consider this like internet. Like, so if you're meeting someone like online, it would be this card that would come up. Anyway, so are we happy with it? We would like to change anything. We're going to change it because 6 of Swords is the tide of change. This is moving from a place of toxicity to a place of healing. So, I want to review some points. Sure, take your time. What points would we like? We would like to what to do with Aina's corpse. Thank you. That is the only... Right. Right now we're going with your bold idea about coming to Libra. What would you rather do with Aina's corpse? Okay. Let's see. We have 3 choices. Devour her corpse, scatter the remains, or eat and become super leader. Let's see. Let's see. Tarot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. Oopsie boopsie. Ah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is everything's gonna be okay. That times change, and yet nothing changes. So, the Wheel of Fortune is also a very cosmic card in its especially the Rider-Waite-Smith iteration, where it's like lots of like planetary imagery, as well as like looking at certain beasts in the sky. Do we think that's good enough reason to scatter Aiden's remains? I believe so, because we're scattering them among the cosmos. It's not, I don't think it's about eating a corpse or becoming super leader. We're gonna do that. Okay. Okay, we're done. We're done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Literally done. Okay. This program's too similar to Dahlia's. You might as well join her campaign. Oops. Yeah, very oops. You better change at least a couple points. No. I don't want to change any points, because frankly, I like Dahlia. I mean, what do we want to change? I guess we can what to do with her corpse. Oh no. Okay, what are we gonna change? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. The Monarch of Swords. So I would say that it's forbidden arts, free access and education. Okay, so we're going to... Oh, we don't get our own choices for this anymore? What? But that would... What? So we don't get to choose any more of our own, like, sort of thing. We have to choose one of the two options. That's dumb. Why wouldn't we be able to brainstorm anymore? Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna do, I'm gonna see if I can force. I'm done. Okay, well, if I say I'm done again. Oh, we have to change something. Well, that's, okay, I guess we're gonna go to banning the forbidden arts, even though, okay. Can we do I'm done now? Okay, I guess I can do I'm done. Are you happy with it? Would you like to change anything? Nope, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Let's move on. Great, wonderful, fantastic. Now, take a minute to look at our program, internalize it, believe it, make it yours. You're going to have to defend all these decisions in front of your rivals and the whole coven. But most importantly, I'm going to need you to sell the concept of it. And for that, we're going to need a slogan. Ugh, I'd rather do this without a slogan. A slogan, finally, something fun. Okay. Let's see, do we really need a slogan, though? Because if I can write the future... Wouldn't that, like, entail me writing that I won? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the moon. I'd rather do it without a slogan. I'm just going to go into this blind. Just blindly walking around, not doing anything. The moon is... I love the moon. But it's one of those cards where you're going by the light in the moment, and it's no play in a place. Come on, don't try to play it cool. We need a slogan. It's not like other politicians use them to have fun. They really do work. Okay, whatever. What would you like? Oh. Oh, God. What is going on, guys? Make our coven great again? Are you kidding me? What the heck, guys? What the heck? Take fate into thy hands. Stronger together. A real sisterhood and a very happy coven. How about I like Ike? What is happening? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was like, all the reviews of this game have been so glowing, and I'm genuinely in the middle currently, because I'm not saying it's like a bad game. I don't think it's like a badly like designed game. I think it's an intriguing plot, but there's just some stuff in this that I'm just like some microaggressions to the culturalism, some of this weird witchy stuff. What is happening? Is it me? Is it just me? That's true. The quarry that enjoyed it. But I'm wondering if someone's done a deep dive on this specific game of the lore or anything like that and all the different endings. Yeah, but they still called out stuff. Like, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What card do we have? We have the 6 of Pentacles. A real sisterhood. Because it's depicting usually like a brother-sister, usually a childhood friendship. So we're going to go with a real sisterhood. Very loaded. I like it. Loaded how? It implies that what Aina built wasn't a real sisterhood, but it doesn't insult her directly. It's a slogan that pleads for change, and the word sisterhood is a lovable term. I can work with this. Great job. Nice, thank you. We're almost done. What else? We just need to start a campaigning, right? Yes, and for that we need the ultimate, most classical form of propaganda. A poster. What for? It's not like there are any streets in the space to plaster with my face. We'll send posters to everyone we know from the inside and outside the coven. Try to have them set up in common spaces like temples or cosmic markets. That's not my style at all. That's why I'm here to do all the nasty marketing you're too self-conscious to do. I just want all this to be over. A few weeks, a couple of months at max. Oh God. How long is this going to go on? And this will be but a memory. You've done 200 years of exile. I'm sure you can endure this. Okay, I give up. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I was thinking that your new cards have a lot of style. What do you say? Want to compose a poster yourself? Do I have a choice? Not really. You're really talented. Let's just squeeze your artist juices. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna make myself really tiny. Oh, it's just colors, nothing exciting. What's this? Oh, it's a star. Let's see, there's that. Oh no, go away, go away. Do I have to have you? Yes, I do. Dang it. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna hide these two things. Yes, great, amazing. You know what? We're gonna... Oh. Big heart. Big skull. Am I being a dork about this? Yes, absolutely. Let's see. Can I do it like... Ooh, maybe a lightning strike. Let's see. Lightning strike. There we go. Yes, it's hidden. No, I don't like that. That store is ugly. Ugly. Okay, I think we're good. We're good. Ka-chow, ka-chow. What do you think? Very neutral. Oh, you don't like it? No, it's pretty cool. I like it. Why is your figure so tiny, though? You ought to be more confident. Should I give it another try? No, it's good. I like it. It's powerful in a very unique way. If anything, it does a great job of capturing your essence. As in, I'm not going to put my face on a poster. Oh, we should send this to the museum once this race is over? Shut up, Patrice. Haha, shut up. Thank you. Great. We're ready to win this race. Finally, honestly, I'm really not cut out for this. Yes, you are. Fate provided you with a mean sister to make sure of it. Just my luck. Now, to the unavoidable question. Why don't you draw a card to make sure we win this thing? What? That would be cheating. Why did we put so much work in then? Yeah, it's been on my mind the whole time. Okay. I mean, to be honest, that's been on my mind the whole time. But we'll see what the cards say. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 3 of Swords. Why do we put in so much work then? Like, all of the work that we've done, like, what's the point? What's the point? Like, what's the point? Why do we put this much work then? For consistency. What doesn't matter if you become the next leader if you don't have a plan? You will have to actually run the coven, even if we get there by magical means. Right. It doesn't come without its risks, though. There's always a chance I draw a card that doesn't offer any favorable results to us. And once drawn, there's not going back. We could assure our victory, but we also could doom us and make all of our efforts futile. Right. Well, you know your deck better than anyone. Our chances of winning through sheer effort are pretty decent, I'd say. But if you want to remove the anxiety from the competition by determining the outcome, I'm in. Okay, let's see. Are we going to draw a card, or is it too risky and we'll just do our best? This is interesting. Conundrum. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oop, I accidentally drew 2 cards. I drew the Page of Wands, the Page of Swords. To me, they're both like, we're curious. We want to do this. Let's go. Game on. Let's draw a card here. We are throwing caution to the wind and being our silly little guy selves. Yes, I can't get enough of your divination. It's always so thrilling. Let's hope this thrill pays off. Okay, so let's see. This read is so nerve-wracking. More than reading into your sister's death? Yes. Ouch. Reading into your end was more like morbid curiosity, whereas this card is about to seal the outcome of many weeks of effort. You're right, I'm nervous too. Hit it. Well, here we go. Tamagozake. The deity in the shipwreck scrutinizes every secret, witnesses to many kinds of love. The bartender can channel hidden feelings. The trident pierces through magic and makes bleed emotion. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Communication, peace, yearning, power, passion, a sign. So let's see. Oh, we only have one choice. Do we have one choice? We have 2 choices. Dahlia will win. Her mandate will lead to unprecedented peace that will extend beyond the coven. And we will win. Our coven will become so successful that our program will be copied through many magical communities. Okay, let's draw cards to see who will win. I'm curious with the... So this is fire, water, earth. And this is fire, earth. No, not fire, sword. Pink is swords. I keep forgetting pink is swords. So, yeah, pink is air and earth is gold. Okay. And then air, water, earth. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have the 2 of Cups, Judgment, and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so this to me reads that we will win. Our coven will become so successful that our program will be copied throughout magical communities. Because 2 of Cups is, to me, the sisters here. That they're working together, emotionally connected, that they are of one soul in this matter. And the Judgment is, to me, like you're stepping into your calling in life, that you are not backing down from what you're supposed to be doing. And then the 7 of Pentacles is like that hard work that you're going to be reaping the bounty of whatever you're sowing now. So to me, this is we will win. Our coven will become so successful that our program will be copied through many magical communities. Jackpot. It feels so weird to write my absolute victory. Just enjoy it, damn it. What now? We just wait, arms crossed to have the leadership of the coven handed to us? Now you have fun. You can enjoy the campaign knowing that no matter what you say or do, you will get to win. Fun, huh? I'll try. Also, I find it really interesting that there's nobody else that, like, has this sort of power either. I don't know. It's interesting. Since we know the outcome already, now it's all about theatrics. I guess so. The feeling is similar when I got to know my own end. It removes a lot of pressure from the very act of existing. We just play our part and wait to see the fireworks. Don't you like the feeling? I can see the appeal. Now it's all a game. I regret it. I'd rather have the uncertainty. Okay. I feel like this is not a choice, but a good choice, but we'll see. I can see the appeal. It's all a game. Or I regret it. I want the uncertainty back. Let's see. 4 of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands. Interesting. And the Four of Cups. What the heck? I always want to see the next card. I know it's not going to be a 4. But I'm just interested. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So, interestingly enough, the fours are about your reaction and response to things. And all of them have different reactions to what's in front of them. The Four of Pentacles is about conserving energy, almost hoarding sometimes, not giving giving any insight into what you have at all. The Four of Wands is a time of celebration. It's a time for you to party and have fun and to enjoy. It's almost like a wedding in many cards. And then the Four of Cups is like apathetic. It's like these are very, like, all of these mixed together is like that card of uncertainty. And the Knight of Pentacles, he is a slow, methodical knight that wants certainty. Does that make sense? So to me, it's all sort of kind of laughing at this question where it's like, okay, you can have all the feelings, but at the end of the day, you want certainty. Like, you want what's there and you want something tangible here. So we're going to say, I can see the appeal now. It's all a game. Like, to me, the cards are playing with us. Right? I think I need to rest for a bit now. I'm gonna go home, take a bath, get my thoughts in order. When I come back, our next mission will be to form a team and start actually doing things. Okay, I'll be here. Wow, we reached chapter 6, y'all. We reached chapter 6. Pandemonium. What this? Where this place? Please wait here. Eugenia will be here in a minute. Eugenia, I believe, is the witch that wrote the magical tomes that we have, if I remember correctly. What is this? Am I dead? Haha, don't worry, you're not dead at all. I shouldn't say a lot more, though. Why not? Protocol. This probably doesn't mean much to you, but you are extremely lucky. Eugenia is an exceptional witch. You couldn't be in better hands. What, come again? Oops, I've said too much, but everything's going to be all right. I must go. Just get comfortable. But bye. And yes, we did it. Oh my gosh. We are past the halfway point, y'all. Cheers. With you and your cozy cups from my cozy cup. We got to the halfway point. So warm. This feels nice. Okay, so we're clicking different things in here. Okay, cool. This place is actually super cool. I wonder if it'd be too expensive to rent for a night's getaway with these fools. Will I ever get to see my friends again? Well, maybe this is before her banishment? Okay, let's see. What else is there to click? Okay, the sofa is here to click. Just get comfortable. My clothes are still wet. Oh, yeah, this is right after she... drowned herself. And how did I get this much sand under my swimsuit? Shit, I still have the keys to the food truck on me. I hope Eva and Patrick managed to get back home okay. Wait, so did... Oh, God. What else is there? I'm like clicking all over the place. What is going on? Where is... I'm like literally clicking everywhere. I can't. What am I going upstairs? No. What's going on? I'm supposed to click. Oh God. I've clicked this doorway. Yeah, it's a relaxing moment. And I'm like, where do we go from here? How long am I supposed to wait for her? Okay, I can't leave. There we go, God. I don't recognize those stars. Where the hell am I? Oh, God. Now I have to find... What is... Oh, there we go. This place makes me want to read tarot. The air smells like nothing I've smelled before. It's a mix of nature, fate, and possibility. Gravity feels different too, lighter. I feel like my mind is slowly shedding some dry husk and a fresh breeze is starting to blow through it. This trembling isn't fear, it's excitement. Oh no. I feel like I never want to go home. Haha, I love you already. Whoa. Relax, I'm here to look after you. God, I'm not gonna lie, her legs kind of freak me out, the walking that way. Oh, she just... You're from Earth, right? Earthlings always have the worst time processing their ascension. Your collective subconscious is too cynical. Your society rejects magic with a strength unlike any other in this universe. Just let it sink in. This is something good, I promise. Dear. Ha, very observant. My kin are what human witches call deer folk. Oh, and you're a human witch, by the way. Is this really happening? Yes, congratulations, you ascended. Please, don't be afraid. Wait, did Aidena eat her body? I'm sorry to interrupt this moment, but I'm thinking of the implications. Okay, we're gonna continue. We're just gonna continue on. I feel like I'm not afraid. This is the best day of my life. Everything is set to go. Election day has just been announced. We're merely 32 cycles away from it. We have everything we need, so let's get to work. The most critical point is, what do we do with this massive behemoth? Yeah, that. What do we do with your sister's savior? What could we possibly do with the help of an almighty being older than time who's able to grant wishes? Can you make everyone vote for us? Yes. What are you willing to pay in exchange? Ha, no need for that. Fortuna is a wish granter herself at this point. She already wrote that we'll win the elections. Why bother doing anything then? I am compelled by some cosmic force? Oh, I see. We are sentient puppets at this point, aren't we, Fortuna? I'm sorry. Yep, I'll make you do all sorts of funny things. Would you like me to write you some free will? Oh god. So many sassy people trapped in a place together. Oh gosh. Let's see. We have the 9 of Swords. Would you like me to write you some free will? I feel like, because that's... Would you like me to help break free of your anxiety? We haven't explored how well the deck fares against paradoxes. That's an interesting line of investigation. Let's focus on the task at hand, please. Oops, sure. What can a behemoth do for free? I could disguise myself as a familiar and deliver messages. I can harvest energy. I can spread rumors. Interesting. And I think that's about it if we don't want to draw too much attention to my powers. It's already more than I expected, so great. Happy to surpass your expectations. Oh, no, dominant sister. Which grimoire of clowns did you find this one in, Fortuna? Ha 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 ha. Let's check the vibe of the coven first. Programs have already been made public, so witches are starting to form their own ideas regarding this race. We can tap into the mind of the coven with the dream ball. The Dream Ball allows us to get real-time readings on our community's desires and expectations. Hence, we can filter the current vote's intention. This will be a pivotal tool for adjusting our strategies as the race progresses. Oh, God. Every action we perform and the actions of our opponents, of course, will affect the Coven's sympathies, and that'll be reflected in the Dream Ball's readings. I did some men's runes, but we don't have men in our Coven. What does men's runes mean? To filter vote by intention by demographic? I don't know what that means. Go ahead and browse through them. I encourage you to put some time into familiarizing yourself with... I don't care. Esther, Eddie, does not care. This is too much information. I don't care. I don't care. Well, you not only need their votes, but you also plan on becoming their leader, so you take responsibility to do some studying. Luckily for you, your sister's one of the Coven's archivists. I already wrote down a comprehensive demographic analysis for you. I took the liberty of placing it all in your library for when you have the time to go and do some studying. Why? Why? what point is this? Do I really have to? Or, whoa, thank you so much. Oh, let's draw a card. I feel like, what is the point of this in the game? We have 32 cycles left. Can I fast forward through these cycles? Since I already know I'm gonna win? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or does this get the point where I'm proving that I'm not actually a future writing witch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. 9 of Pentacles. Whoa, thank you so much. You have created this beautiful thing for me in my garden and produced so much work, and I am so appreciative, Patrice. I got you. Now, about how are you going to operate? Fortuna, you won't be able to accomplish much by yourself out there being exiled and all, but we will act as your will outside this room. Just let us know what you want us to do, and we'll set out to do so. It could be promoting some point of the program, looking for allies, gathering intel, harvesting some energy for your deck. Bear in mind that these tasks will take between 3 and 5 cycles each, so plan us accordingly. Understood, but wait, what do I do while you're all out? Do your homework, do some studying and make some cards, or jerk off to relieve the pressure. Oh, God. Patrice, what? It works, trust me. Always so gross. As the race progresses, you'll have to meet some prospective allies or even rivals here. What are we doing? What are we doing? Here in this office. So don't worry, I don't think you'll get much idle time. Okay. Everyone ready? Any doubts? Let's conquer all. Well, rather than conquer, let's have our sisters put their trust in us. Yes, of course. It was a figure of speech. Okay, we can never be too safe with you. Ha ha ha. Oh, I almost forgot. I've got something for you, Fortuna. What is going on? Myself, personal growth and self-realization. What's that? Last year, I spent a great deal of time cataloging the Coven's text and treatise of objects of power, and there was one specific object that kept making me think of you. Here, the root of aplomb. Swallow it, and it'll increase your powers of persuasion. Oh, wow, thank you, Patrice. It'll live in your stomach for decades, liberating the very essence of willpower atom by atom. It'll also siphon away your self-doubt. It'll be especially handy for debates against other candidates or for striking deals when dealing with visits here at home. That's just perfect. Thank you so much. I got you covered. Anyway, let's get to work. Let's make sure we all have a task and get this ball rolling. Stay motivated. All right, tasks. Okay. We're going to give them tasks, and I think we'll then sign off for the day. So let's give them some tasks. I'd like you to look for allies' opportunities, challenge an opponent's program, promote our program, dig up dirt on our opponents, harvest energy, or never mind. Let's see. What do we want sisters to do? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We want her to, the lovers, look for allies and opportunities. Look for people who have the same mind and will make the same choices that we will make. Nice. I have some ideas in mind already. See you in a few cycles. Okay, good. I'd like you to look for allies' opportunities, dig up dirt on our opponents, harvest energy, never mind. Okay. I feel like Abramon? Their natural inclinations to dig up dirt on opponents, but we'll see. Or harvest energy, actually, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Hermit. We're going to... Never mind. You're good, bud. Okay, so this... Interesting. Oh, these are as many people as... Okay, I see. And then the full coven, I see. Okay. Oh, I wonder... Oh, that's the lady. Well, we're going to save the lady for next time. That's the new dark horse person who hasn't visited us yet. So we're going to save her for our next session. Next Saturday for sure, because I've been enjoying on our Thursdays doing a nice little cozy game for all of the folks, because first of all, it gives you a break from the chaos that is this game. This game is truly like a little chaos gremlin, you know, like it's just so chaotic. So we're gonna save what's his name, it's not Cassiopeia, but it's something similar to that. It's a lot. It is absolutely a visual novel. This is, to me, not a game. It's definitely a visual novel, and it's a lot of work and reading. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. But it's an interesting story, and the choices are definitely not boring. Definitely, I will say that. It's not boring at all. But at the same time, that's where it is. So what we're going to do is I will see you all next time on Thursday. We're going to do a cozy game. I'm maybe pivoting to something different as far as like witchy coziness, but we will absolutely do that next time on our delightful little stream here. And then to end the night, I know we're coming up on like a ad break for those who are not subscribers, and that's totally fine. I'm gonna just run a short 1-minute ad to just like allow people to join us as I'm shuffling cards here and stuff, to get a card for the rest of our week, and starting back to our slimy jobs on Monday. I know that as December encroaches upon us, and we have and I'm muted on this scene. Oh no, can I not be heard? Oh no. Is it better? Let me turn the music down a little bit. Let me try this. Is that better? It's just really quiet. Yeah, I'm not sure what its problem is here. Let me see. I don't know why it's been doing this, but it won't let me like put the lever up. I'm having to do it manually. So let's do that. Is that better? Okay, we'll see if that's better or not. My levels are a little bit better. It just has me doing things a long way. So being weird per usual. But I think I can do that a little bit better. There we go. So we just finished up the 1-minute ad. We're finishing it up now. And so I'm going to draw a little card to start our week of chaos as we go into December. And hopefully, as we focus on family and friends and what this season actually means, and becoming more quiet in our practices and following what nature desires from us and what our own bodies desire from us, is to rest and reflect and not use this season to do lots and lots of things. As we go into that, just, allowing that season. For me, Sagittarius season is always so chaotic, and I just feel it's because that's when all the holiday stuff is for us as individuals, as people. It brings that sort of feeling of unsettledness, of navigating things that we don't necessarily want to navigate or like to navigate. So let me draw a card for us as we go into this next week. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. Oh, we have the Sage of Wands. So the Queen of Wands has come to greet us farewell in the last moments of our stream here, and just be embodied and passionate, and allow yourself to be that sort of person that steps into like that personality, that you're not shying away from who you are and what your choices are and things like that. And Kristen, that's amazing. I'm so glad and excited you're off work next week. I hope this means that we have some streams involved, because I'm absolutely going into the office on Monday because we have like a whole big thing going on Monday. So I'm going to be trying to embody that Queen of Wands energy this week, that, that confidence that comes with the Queen of Wands, and that caring, like a lovable bully. Like, to me, she's that person that she knows what she wants, and she's not afraid to speak her opinion and her mind, but does it in a caring way. So as you go forth this week, kind of embrace that personality. Don't be afraid to be authentically you. And as always, go forth tarot wildly, be feral, be your most feral self. And I love you so much. And I will see you all on Thursday evening for a nice cozy stream that's not chaotic like this one, for sure. So good night, and I love you so much. Bye.
Center of gravity, 'cause it's true. Oh, no, no, no. Everything they say about me, all of you like a supernova, burned into you like a shooting star. Always craving for you to come to me. Though this way of life, no, it ain't healthy, but ain't no other way. It's just what I need. I want all your soul, I want your body. I'm the type that licks her play clean. Don't wanna let out, one of you can eat. If you gave me your whole life, I would still have room for more, 'cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. 'Cause I'm a black girl for your love. Your love. 'Cause I'm a black girl for your love. Your love. 'Cause it's true. No, no, no. Everything they say about me, I'll suck you. No, no, no. My center of gravity. 'Cause it's true. No, no, no. Everything they say about me, all of you like a supernova, burned into you like a shooting star. If you give me your whole life, I would still have room for more, 'cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night.